Peace, y'all. I hope you're doing well. So, why others get what it is that they desire, or what it is that you desire, even though these people seem to be not good people? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, you might even know that you're like, dude, that dude did this and did that. I seen this cat act like this and like that. And still this fool gets this. He lives like that. This fool's eating lobster all the time. Not that, you need to eat lobster all the time. But you know what I'm saying. They're living large, man. They have all these things that I desire. They're never having to worry about money. They got a beautiful home, this whole thing, and these fools are punks. Like, I can't stand these people, you know what I mean? They're assholes, you know what I mean? Like, what the hell? And you even begin to get mad at the universe. You begin to get pissed off at everything as to, like, why does this have to happen? I know along my journey, y'all, I certainly did. And then eventually it kind of just faded. And then I simply just began to realize that and understand what up, black cat? Black cat. Oh yeah. The moonlight's so bright. And then honestly it started to get kind of just broadcast everywhere. Confirmed. Boom. That at the end of the day, y'all, the universe, the quantum field, God, whatever it is that you choose to align with, there's none of that's wrong. For the sake of this conversation, yeah. But at the end of the day, y'all, the way it floats is like this. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that you trust it. And that you're not getting anxiety and you simply become what it is to be able to hold the desire in which you say you want. There used to be a quote, and I can't remember it verbatim, but it was something like, the universe doesn't just give you what it is you say you think you're worth. What are you worth? And the only way to know what it is that you are worth is by knowing what it is that you are. What is it that you are being? What is it that you are broadcasting? What is on your frequency? I mean, you don't have to be 100% all times. This is the forgiveness and the peace of God. It's that, what is it that you kind of vibrate at for the most part? You dig? Like, where's your baseline? Like, where do you come back to? Right? Sometimes some of us will just look like we're always up. Sometimes some of us will look like we're down. Some of us will constantly go in and out, which is for the most part what I think a lot of us are. Even when you're on the up, you're still doing the same up and down. It's the movement of energy. There's always peaks and there's always valleys. It's how sound works, that's how light works, that's how it all works. We are energy, it is energy, therefore that is how we move. There's ups, there's downs. No matter where the up is that you perceive somebody to be, that perception of said person still has a down, and there's still desires of said person. They've just been able to desire or been able to align with the frequency in which your desire resides. That's it. What's not fair, they were born like, and I was born like this. How do I know how to get there? The way you know how to get there is by your anxiety, by your mood, your depression. How are you breathing? How are you holding your shoulders? You know what I'm saying? You just simply have to believe it. And once you believe it, you've already become it. The next thing you do is show that you've become it. And the way that you show is by putting a physical action behind it. And that physical action doesn't have to be large. It can be quite small. You just have to put something toward it. And make sure you put something toward it every day. And there you go. That's why a person that might appear to be bad has more than what it is that you have, quote unquote. It's not that they have more, y'all. We all have the same ability to achieve the same thing. And yes, they may have been born a certain way, but the more you focus on that, the more you are now focusing on the lack thereof for yourself. But pay attention to your breath. Are you breathing from mainly your chest, right? Like you're running away from something, like you're defending yourself when there's nothing to defend? Where's your tongue resting right now? Is it the top of your mouth or is it the bottom of your mouth? Your body is showing you all kinds of signals at all times to let you know exactly what state it is that it is actually in and what it is that you've taught it to be in. For some, it'll come a lot easier. For others, it may be a little bit more challenge, but it's well worth it. Wherever it is, how long it takes for your body just to be able to send the signal that is at peace in the state of which it is in, is when you seriously will begin to attract and to be able to receive all the desires. At the end of the day, y'all, if you've put them out there and had the ability to desire them, it means that they exist and that they are in fact yours. The goal is keeping the frequency of knowing that. But then at the same time, not constantly checking to see if it's came yet, but simply just allowing it to be and allowing it to become. And what that means is you have to change the person that you are now, because you can never receive what it is that you want from a place of wanting. That's why you never dig up a seed after you've planted it to see if it sprouted. Time will let you know. Faith lets you know. But the same thing that's inside them is inside of you. Yeah, they may have been born into it, so they probably can, start from a different starting block. But that doesn't mean anything, really. In fact, in a lot of ways, it could be why you're starting to see a lot of people shifting, meaning why a lot of things now are kind of losing their grip and so many things are being revealed. Anyway, y'all, hope this one helps.